HTC reviewed two unveiled headsets during the Computer Entertainment Showcase yesterday, with the first being the Cosmos, pitched as a standalone device made at home on mobile use. The Cosmos seems to be HTC's effort to develop a consumer-focused headset to rival the Oculus Quest, promising to offer absolute comfort, easy setup, and will require no external tracking. HTC said in a press release that it will have the capability to be powered by more than a traditional gaming PC, although it's still pretty vague as to what that means. A teaser video shows the Cosmos next to a smartphone, indicating that the headset could potentially expand to platforms outside the PC. While there is currently no information about how much the headset will cost, what its full capabilities are, and when it will be released, HTC said it would be coming soon, with development kits to be offered sometime in early 2019. The official page for the Cosmos shows a type of controller, foregoing the traditional wand style, and trackpads with a joystick and buttons instead. HTC's second headset, the Vive Pro I, is similar to the Cosmos with its dual front-facing cameras, but stands out by including the tracking tech. Rebellion co-founder Chris Kingsley has been made an OBE, Officer of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire, in the Queen's New Year's Honours list. Kingsley founded the Rebellion in 1992 with his brother Jason, also an OBE, and has grown the company from an ambitious startup to a globally recognized game studio with over 300 employees. The company has produced over 85 games, including Sniper Elite, Aliens vs Predator, Road Trooper, and Strange Brigade, and is also involved in a range of other media projects within the comic book, television, and movie industries. I am greatly honored and very grateful to have been made an OBE in the Queen's New Year's Honours list. This honor represents a recognition of the achievements of Rebellion, and perhaps more importantly, the entire United Kingdom video games development industry, commented Kingsley. I look forward to driving forward Rebellion and the wider United Kingdom video games industry in the months and years to come. The Gamasutra job board is the most diverse, active and established board of its kind for the video game industry. Here is just one of the many positions being advertised right now. Location: Cambridge, Massachusetts. Description: this belief is a game development studio focusing on contracting and consulting services. We have worked with both AAA and independent studios to help their projects ship. Notable projects we have worked on include Gears of Warfare, Borderlands, The Handsome Collection, and Perception. At this belief, we are problem solvers. First and foremost, we like to dive in to figure out the reasons something is not working before fixing it. We take pride in solving problems others cannot. We value a sensible work-life balance and work environment. We work with leading-edge technologies to make them perform at the top of their capabilities. Currently, we are looking for a junior programmer. This opportunity is for a full-time position in Cambridge, MA. Junior programmers at this belief are called on to develop and debug a variety of areas from gameplay to core engine programming. You are expected to learn new systems and projects as you grow as a developer, with support and training from more senior members of the team. Most importantly, you will work to solve problems with the help of the team. Key responsibilities, skills and requirements. Remote, no. But will you enjoy working from home up to 2 days a week? When project constraints allow, visa sponsorship, no. Technologies. Most of our work is C of varying standards with a sprinkling of other languages as needed for tooling. We do a lot of graphics programming work using shader languages and platform graphics APIs, since we often are debugging the lower levels of systems. Being able to read X6 file, ARM assembly, is useful. Primarily we work with Unreal Engine file, but we also work with Unity and custom game engines. Our work uses rendering, physics, audio, VR, AR, and other APIs frequently. Our primary platforms are PC, X1, PS, Switch, and VR devices. Interested? Apply now. Whether you are just starting out, looking for something new, or just seeing what's out there, the Gamasutra job board is the place where game developers move ahead in their careers. Gamasutra's job board is the most diverse, most active, and most established board of its kind in the video game industry, serving companies of all sizes, from indie to AAA. Looking for a new job? Get started here. Are you a recruiter looking for talent? Post jobs here. Esports team owners and professionals are reportedly convinced that many organizations are overvalued, and because of that, a market correction is looming on the horizon. This prediction comes after esports organizations Infinite and Echo Fox laid off staff, signaling the start of a market correction which seems likely to occur until 2019, as reported by Sports Business Daily. In the past 12 years, since traditional sports teams started acquiring esports organizations, faith in the long-term potential of video games has grown. On the other hand, pessimism about the short and medium-term longevity of esports teams is also growing as the pressure to spend grows faster than revenue. The terms at which some leading esports teams have raised additional investment capital appear separated from standard business metrics. According to Sports Business Daily, outside of sponsorships, there needs to be a consistent physical source of revenue, ticket sales and in-person merchandising, coming in for esports teams to offset spending deficits. Mike Sapsel, an esports consultant and founder of Major League Gaming, explains how market expectations around esports organizations are based in optimism. To investors, esports are the perfect blend of both technology and sports. The optimistic point of view is you are combining both the long-term value accretion of sports franchises with high growth, early-stage tech multiples. Sapsel said. He continues on, saying the trade pressure is not a major issue yet, and the investors believe sponsor and ad dollars will trickle in. There is always urgency to monetize. But at this stage in esports, it's definitely not panic. The strongest organizations are the ones least dependent on competitive teams to make money. So teams that run other endeavors on the side. For example, team Liquid Dreams gaming community websites, a Wikipedia-style site, etc., are more likely to generate more revenue. It's worth noting that these are just market predictions, so it's too early to draw conclusions. Steel Division developer Udan Systems has fired 6 employees involved in an ongoing pay dispute, which represents around a quarter of its entire workforce. Prior to the sackings, there were around 21 developers left at the French studio, which has been lambasted by staff over the past 2 years for failing to compensate them for overtime, ignoring minimum wage laws, and refusing to acknowledge employee contracts. The situation boiled over in February this year, when a group of Udan devs walked out on strike. Although they were ultimately forced to return to work 2 months later after management refused to negotiate. Since then, the Video Game Workers Union of France, staff, has promised to help. Eugen employees fight for their rights with all the legal means at its disposal, and is in the process of bringing a case against Eugen to a labor tribunal. For its part, Eugen claims the firings are unrelated to the ongoing pay dispute, but the staff has branded the move an act of retaliation. We believe that this was an act of retaliation and a preemptive move by management ahead of a case over low pay being brought against Eugen Systems by 15 employees as well as the staff. The case is due to go before the labor tribunal in March 2019. Wrote the staff. The 6 workers were fired under the pretext of having negatively affected the mood, greater ambience of the studio and used insulting language in a conversation that took place in a private chat channel. All 6 were participants in this year's strike. Those interested can read the staff's full account of the situation right here. Blue Point Games has a reputation for technical excellence, one built on shipping everything from data we are collecting and told us your schedule of the Colossus remake. And at the 2019 Game Developers Conference you will get an inside look at how the studio shapes its remarkable collections and remakes. As part of DD 2019 X Programming Track of Talks,